What's up, everyone? It's Drew with No Debt But Love, where we strive to live out Romans 13:8, which is to allow no debt to remain outstanding, but the continuing debt to love one another. All right. So what are we going to learn today? We're going to learn about these student loan deferments and how they impact you. You know what? If you told me that student loan payments would have been paused a year ago, when I was in the thick of paying back my $85,000 in student loans, I would have told you, man, stop playing. A wise person once said,
anything's possible. Anything's possible!
in videos past, I have said that I was not a supporter of student loan forgiveness. I have some family and friends who are still struggling to pay off their student loans. And I remember when I paid off mine for the first time. And man, I looked at my bank account and I said, and you know what? By the way, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, comment, and share. And if you're a returning subscriber, I have something to say to you.
I got nothing but love for you, baby.
Now, getting back to this, I think what President Joe Biden is doing with the deferment student loans all the way to October 1st is good. And we already know that the U.S. national debt just continues to climb. And where's this money going to come from? It's going to come from the taxpayers, my children, my children's children. I think we must be very careful with how much we choose to add on to the public debt. But at the same time, the current youth, with the amount of student loans that they have, something's got to give. We cannot continue to saddle the youth with crushing debt and just tell them, hey, you better pay it off. Senator Elizabeth Warren, she is also fighting for forgiveness of $50,000 in student loan debt per borrower. But at the same time, where's this money going to come from? Yes, individuals are struggling during the pandemic, but overall our country is. And so all I propose is that there must be a plan for if this pandemic lasts longer than October 1st. Okay? So I would include a link to this article in the description so you can read it for yourself and you can develop your own thoughts. Also, here's something to really think about. Although your payments are being suspended from now all the way until October 1st, you got to make sure that your student loans are under the direct loan program, that you're not in default and you're working full time. So that's the thing. If you want to get your student loans forgiven under the current public service loan forgiveness program, you gotta make sure that your student loans. So here's something that you really want to consider if you want to get your student loans forgiven and you're utilizing the suspended monthly payments. Make sure that your student loans are under the direct loan program, they are not in default, and you're working full time for a qualified employer. Okay, I will also leave the link to this article in the description. This article highlights things that you must consider and things that you must do in order to qualify for the public service loan forgiveness. You also want to make sure to understand that the public service loan student forgiveness program is for 120 payments, okay? And that's equivalent to 10 years. So there are 12 months in a year, 12 times 10, that's 120 qualifying payments. Also, please keep in mind that if you make double, triple, or quadruple payments, that does not shorten the amount of time that you will be in the public service loan forgiveness program. If you choose to pay more, just understand that you're just going to knock out your principal faster and you will get to paying off your student loan principal sooner rather than later. So that's what I have for you today. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. And remember, stay strong, fight on, and have no debt but love. Peace and blessings.